I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
Well, I think this evening we're coming at you with what can be described as tired, useless brains.
It is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's
we've had
flagging a bit
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had a bit on.
And but we're here. We're vaguely prepared. We're not about to festoon you with lists because while I've prepared many things, I know I said I'd prepare lists, but I've prepared news and statements instead.
Well, there's a bit going on, isn't there, you see? So we're going to capitalise on that, yeah?
Yeah, so I will do lists, but it's like, doesn't hurt to mix it up a bit, does it?
Certainly not.
No. But it obviously alluded to the fact that it's me firing statements in your direction this evening.
Yes, it's my turn to think and what's the word? Deliberate. That's
it. Yeah, You're illustrating our inability to think.
Just amply did that there. Yes.
Yeah,
but I would do my best with statements and see. I mean, maybe this is the night we break the cycle. You never know.
I mean, I've got a fairly vague idea of what the outcome will be. But should we? Well, hang on. What were we? 28, 26.
Oh, that's an excellent question. I wrote it down last time.
Did you?
I did 28, 26.
Oh,
yes.
Good. The memory banks aren't too broken then. That's okay.
Well, no, as I say, I wrote it down. So, your memory banks.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be hard work.
Yeah. It does seem to be, yeah.
You only just started.
Christ. So statements. There is no theme. The only thing that could be even construed as a theme would be that they're fairly short and sweet this evening.
Okay, that's all right. There's nothing in the rules, should we ever write them down, that says they have to be on a theme or indeed long or short. So they can be anything you like.
So, would you like statement number 1?
I'd love it.
You
really would.
Right,
yeah.
Let me prepare with some copying and I'll ready to paste it in your direction momentarily. So,
good.
Statement number 1. Most car horns are tuned to the key of F.
Okay.
Told you it was short and sweet.
Yeah. That's very short and sweet. That's possibly a record.
I'm about to break it.
Oh, you've got an even shorter one.
Yep.
Okay.
Good. So, statement number 2. Volvo is Latin for I roll.
Okay.
I'll paste that.
Yeah, in there. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Short and sweet. And
I'm not getting into thinking about them yet.
No. And third one, the longest of the short ones. The first Japanese car sold in the UK was the Datsun 120Y. There you go. There's not too much to break down there, is there?
No, there isn't. This is not going to be a long one unless I go round and round in circles, which is entirely possible.
That bit will drag out, yes.
Yes. Now, I think what we've got here is one of those situations where all three are very plausible. So let's try and focus in a little bit here. Okay, so let's start at the top. As I believe conductors say, not of the bus variety.
You
So
don't know. They might
most
start on
car
the top deck.
horns.
Way.
Well,
Oh.
it's
Sorry,
more of a personal
sorry.
choice, I think.
Yes.
Most car horns, yeah, don't, yeah. Most car horns are tuned to the key of F. Now, I am not a musician. I do not play an instrument. I do not read music. I do listen to a lot of music, but I have no idea what all the notes are. I just know the order I like them in. Yeah, maybe. Don't know. Yeah, if you like. I don't know. I've got nothing to go on there, really. Yeah, is F a nice note? I don't know. Um, okay. Yeah, don't know. Volvo is Latin for I roll. Now that's again quite plausible. Volvo does sound like it could be Latin. I roll. Well, yes, I mean they do. And they're very safe if they roll into something. Quite like that because it sounds right. Because Volvo sounds Latin. But I don't know. But I quite like it. Something very dusty in the back of my mind. I think I might have read that somewhere when researching for this very silly game. So I might know that, but I'm not sure. I like it. Now this year, first Japanese car sold Datsun 120Y. I'm pretty sure it was the first Datsun sold in the UK, but was it the first Japanese car sold in the UK? Oh, that I cannot be sure of.
Kind of the
You
point of
done
the
a
game,
thing
really.
there? Have you? Yes, indeed. Have you done a thing there where you've, instead of saying the first Datsun sold in the UK, you've said the first Japanese car, and that is in fact not the case? Or have you been sneaky? We don't know, do we? Oh, I'm leaning towards that one being the turd in the water pipe.
I see.
This car horn business,
Hmm.
I don't know, because I don't really know anything about musical notes or anything like that. As I say, I don't play an instrument. I don't sing. Well, not where anyone can hear me anyway, because that just wouldn't be pleasant.
It's not agreeable, no.
No, it wouldn't be. No, not at all. So I don't know about that. I don't really know anything about musical notes. But yeah, I mean, they are all kind of similar. Unless you get those Italian air horns, they're a bit sort of higher pitched. And there's the old town and country horns that you get on Bianca.
Yeah. Yes, quite.
Yes.
Can tap some part of your bent here, and
yes,
weird, still weird.
Have one for the town, one for the country.
In Bentley.
In the Bentley. But other than that, the one I feel most confident about is this here Datsun 120Y, and I think that's a fact that's been slightly tweaked. And the first Datsun in the UK was indeed the 120Y, but not the first Japanese car. What the first Japanese car might have been, I don't know. Because we're talking Well, we're going to be talking late 60s, early 70s. So what would have been around at that time? Toyota, I guess. Daihatsu, stuff like that would have been around. And the Datsun 120Y was very successful. They were everywhere for a while before they dissolved. Mind you, all cars dissolved in those days. So I'm leaning towards that one being the false. Yeah, okay. I need to make a decision here, don't I? Really?
Ideally.
Yeah. I just don't know about the car horns. I think I might have read somewhere that Volvo is indeed Latin for eye roll. Something somewhere. Okay, I'm going to say the horns are true. That's based on absolutely nothing.
Very good.
I'm going to say Volvo is true because I think I've read that somewhere. And I'm going to say Datsun is false on the basis that I think I have read or seen somewhere that the 120Y was the first Datsun in the UK, but not the first Japanese car. I'm going to go with that. True, false. Lock it in.
Lock it in. But will it be for the win?
Don't do that.
So confidence with the Volvo there. Confidence. That's too late. It's just done it. So
I've locked it in. I can't go back now. That's how it is.
Yep. Confident in the Volvo.
Yeah.
Nothing to base it on for the horn.
Nope.
And a theory for a Datsun.
Tricky.
It is,
Very,
isn't it?
very tricky.
Are we looking at points here, or are we looking at a smug co-host? What have we got?
Yeah. Tricky.
They're awfully tricky. Well, I know the
no
answer.
Theme or anything.
Nothing. Nothing
to
work with.
For you. No theme. Nothing to go with there.
Just plucked.
Very little knowledge.
Out of thin air.
Yeah.
However, theme, no theme. Spent hours prepping. Spent 5 minutes prepping. Doesn't matter because you got a point.
There we go.
Yeah.
Standard.
Oh yes. So let's break those down, shall we?
Please do. Tell me more.
I will. So most car horns are tuned to the key of F, and this is generally true. Yes. It's because this is a they tend to operate around 340 to 370 hertz. This is a mid-range pitch, which is highly effective for being very audible, making it very safe. The note F stands out against road noise and aligns with human hearing sensitivity. So it means that horns are very attention grabbing and an international standard for acoustic safety.
Very good.
There you go.
Good. Well, I think we've all learned something there.
Jam-packed with facts
good.
there.
Yeah. It really was.
Yeah.
Very good.
So I did an awful lot of fact checking on this Volvo one because I found it. I was like, okay, we're going to need to translate the shit out of this to make sure.
Yeah, that's something you've got. Yeah, that could so easily be total bobbins, couldn't it?
It is. There's a lot of translators out there, and they all came back really close. So it's roll, I roll, I turn. I'm like, okay, right, we're in the ballpark. And I was like, right, I'm going to hone in. I did a bit of research.
Got to narrow this down.
What is the most reliable translator? So I found some really, really good ones that come highly recommended that put more thought into it and have got wider databases and all that stuff. And yes, it does come out at iRoll. But even the variations of like roll as a single word, turn as a single word, I turn, that is the translation. So yes,
that is the translation. I think I've come across that somewhere when I was researching for this, but again, like you initially, I thought, no, it's too open to interpretation, and I couldn't be bothered to research it, so I abandoned it.
So yes, I just thought I would call it out if someone does go off and research it, but actually, if you go the little step further and use the more reliable ones, some of the ones I used were not. I didn't have to pay for them, but you get an element of free goes, and I used my free goes up to make sure that this was as accurate as
that is
it
in
is.
fact what it is. Very good.
But you know what it's like with anything sort of translation related, it's always going to be sort of an error of interpretation, but all of the interpretations are there or thereabouts.
It comes out to that sort of thing.
It's really difficult in terms of like sometimes translations can be taken too literal. It's
and there can be different dialects, and it means different things in different places, and it's fraught with problems, that sort of thing.
It is, but I felt confident to put it in as a statement because everything that I researched was there or thereabouts. So I'm calling it. And let's get on to this era Datsun. So I not plucked it out of thin air, but we all know the Datsun 120Y.
We do.
We all know that it revolutionized Britain's car buying habits by being a affordable yet reliable vehicle.
Showed people cars could be that.
Yes, unlike the offerings from the magical plug hole. But actually, I was trading purely off of the fact that it is a well-known vehicle. And just for clarity, I believe the Datsun 120Y went on sale in the UK second half of '73.
That feels about right.
Yeah. Whereas the actual first Japanese car sold in the UK was the Daihatsu Compagno in 1965.
Oh, wow. Okay, there we go. I even mentioned Daihatsu. How about that?
There you go.
Very good. It just didn't quite ring true. That I thought, Datsun was, perhaps a little bit later. Was it the first Datsun in the UK? Did I get that right?
Let's research that. I don't think it was.
No, maybe not. I think the Datsun Cherry might have predated that. I'm not sure.
Oh, they're saying that the first one was the Datsun Bluebird.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I got it right, but for the wrong reason, which is quite a theme on this game.
That can happen. What I say can happen. It always happens. That's
does
what we do.
Nearly always happen. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's our thing, isn't it?
It does seem to be. They were good. They were good.
Short and sweet was well, not successful, but vaguely interesting. I'll go with that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, we rumble on for next week. So you've clawed it back to 28 to 27, and let's see.
We are characteristically just 1 point apart, as we always are at this stage. Yeah, very good. Nice. Well done. Nice. Well done.
Right. So we alluded to at the beginning of this episode that there's a bit of news to get our heads around.
Yeah, been some stuff knocking about.
Go on then. Tee us up with the first one.
Oh, well, I'll give you something if you like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you might have this on your list as well, but this is the news in the last week, or certainly since we last jibber jabbered for recording purposes. That Porsche, who we were talking about recently, but for different reasons, are selling up their share of Rimac. Selling up their share of Bugatti to Rimac.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Offloading it.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Sorry, I had to get that in there.
You had to get in that. Yes, Mate Rimac will become the sole leading force for Bugatti as part of, I guess, what will become the Rimac Group.
Yeah. So you are entirely correct. I did have this on my list as well.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, what do you actually think it means for Bugatti? Do you think this is a stable enough environment for the name to persist?
That is a good question. We live in volatile times, particularly in the auto industry. I think Rimac has proven themselves to have a little bit of longevity at this point. I think they've had a lot of serious investment, not only from Porsche, to further develop their technology, which was pretty good anyway. I think if you are comfortable with Bugatti becoming an all-electric brand, which of course that is what Rimac do, and will no doubt ultimately take Bugatti in that direction. Could it be better off there than under Porsche, which of course is under VW Group, which is perhaps not the most stable environment at the moment? I don't necessarily see it as a bad thing.
I don't know. I'm really, I don't know. I'm struggling a little bit, I would say.
I mean, Bugatti has been operating as a separate entity for a while. So, I mean, that isn't particularly new. Porsche only had a minority share in it. It's not going to be solely owned by Rimac. I believe there are other investors involved that fund Rimac, but Mate Rimac will be in charge of what happens to Bugatti.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So majority shareholder kind of thing.
Yes, exactly that. Rimac will be the majority shareholder in Bugatti. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing.
It's a difficult one. My reason for asking is that we're very used to the concept of Rimac being electric only. That's not an issue, and the world doesn't need to accept that. The world is very used to quad turbocharged W16s in Bugattis.
Yes.
That's a harder sell, I would say, if it's just all electric.
Yes, that's not what Rimac do. Yeah, it is going to be a shift. I guess it depends partly on your not your opinion on electrification generally, but on your opinion of where electrification is right now.
Yeah.
And what's going on in America does not at all reflect what's happening in the rest of the world. So Trump abandoning all emissions legislation and renewable energy and all that stuff, that's just him. And the American market, it has nothing to do with the rest of the world, and the rest of the world certainly isn't going in that direction. I guess one of two things will happen. Either traditional Bugatti buyers will embrace the inevitable change, or they will, by inevitable I mean because they're owned by Rimac, not necessarily inevitable because of general electrification.
Mm-hmm.
They'll either embrace that or they won't, and he will have to find a new audience for it who are very happy with the fact that it's electric.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I'm kind of. I see what you're saying. But it's whether. Yeah, it's whether that old audience or the old set of buyers will take it on the chin and go, "Yep, this is electric now," or they're going to veer off at the last minute and start buying Paganis and Koenigseggs.
I mean, Bugatti's been involved with Rimac for quite a while now. That tie-up is not new.
No, but we did comment, actually, didn't we? That it was a little while ago. They're going, that tie-up's happened. Obviously, Porsche VW Group was still very much in the mix.
Yeah.
There's been nothing in the no particular offerings that have led me to believe that Rimac have got overly involved. That's presumably that's about to change.
Well, yes, indeed. So the current lineup, presumably, they're not going to be particularly interested in continuing with petrol power because, as you said, that's not what they do.
No, because what
is
the
must
lineup?
Feel at the moment.
We are genuinely shit at this, mind you. I'm skeptical whether anyone could tell us what the current.
Yeah, I don't think it's probably not well known.
I'm just having a quick skim now to see if there's anything that's really obvious. What? No, where's? Oh, this is. Oh my god, the current website is appalling.
Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised.
Truly awful. Oh my god, this is how on earth?
I'm just reading a bit about this.
Current models. There we go. Right. This is next to useless. No, I think we could be here all night trying to find out what the current lineup is.
Yeah.
No, this is dreadful. So, they got like a W16 Mistral, whatever that is, and a Tourbillon.
There's a W16 engine which was developed in conjunction with Cosworth. Back in 2023, there was a concept of what Porsche thought a new Bugatti could be. 1500 horsepower V16 co-developed with Cosworth, and Mate Rimac apparently even commented that Rimac wouldn't turn Bugatti into another EV, but that is what they do. And now that he's not going to have any involvement from anybody else, I struggle to see how that position, which is 3 years ago, could be what they're doing now.
So, while you've been filling us in on those bits and pieces, very useful. I had a little skim about this here Tourbillon. So your old mate Rimac has had a fiddle with this one.
Ah,
So at the heart of it is still the W16. It's an 8.3 litre. Oh, sorry, no, it's not the W16, V16.
V16.
Apologies,
Yes,
apologies.
V16.
Yeah, not the iconic W16. The Tourbillon has
No.
a V16 8.3 litre combined with 3 electric motors.
Okay. Which will be Rimac's expertise.
Yeah, got some mate
Yeah.
motors in there. Lovely.
Mate.
So
it will be called Bugatti Rimac.
Oh dear, if you're going to use a Bugatti name, it's quite iconic.
Yeah,
can we just use that?
Just leave it alone. Yeah.
I suppose it's better than a Bugatti, mate.
Well, this is true. You got a Bugatti, mate. So Porsche has been a crucial partner. We are deeply grateful for their role in establishing Bugatti Rimac. Strong foundations, support provided, a structure that allows us to execute even faster on our long-term vision. It doesn't say what that long-term vision is.
I'm going to have a punt and say cars.
Yes, that's likely, I would say. He seems quite keen on those. I think what we can say from this is actually it's not clear that they will turn Bugatti into an all-electric brand. But as you said at the beginning, that is what Rimac do.
Yeah.
So
what we've learned from this is Porsche VW Group needs some money, and possibly mate didn't know this was coming, and they haven't really got the plan written down yet.
They've suddenly moved from consultant to owner.
Yeah.
And they're not quite sure what they're going to do with it. I think he probably recognizes it's a deal worth grabbing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But he's not sure quite what he's going to do with it yet.
Yeah. I think that's it. I think reading between the lines, I think that's what we've got here.
I think, I know you can't ignore the possibility that he's going to take it all electric because that's their thing. But
we also know we've seen his personal car collection. It's not EVs.
No, it's not. No.
You know what? We can speculate all we want. We don't have a fucking clue what he's going to do with this.
We don't know. And reading his statement there, I don't think he knows either.
No.
Maybe it'll be a sort of softly approach. Maybe introduce our Bugatti EV.
See how that goes.
Who knows? See how big it could. Well, you see, again, you don't know, do you? Interesting. As you rightly pointed out, I think it does certainly indicate that VW Group is in need of a bit of Wonga at the moment.
Yes.
Things have not gone well.
They
are backing away from EV tech, which I think could come back and bite them, but we'll see.
As long as they keep a finger in the pie, I think as long as they keep the ID range going and keep iterating on it and getting it better and better, then I think they'll be all right. Audi, not too bad with the old e-tron stuff. But then also, conversely, the whole group probably needs a bit of cash. But then you got Audi's first official year in Formula One now. And it's like, that's
true.
That's ballsy. That's not cheap.
It is, because that's not cheap. No, it's not. No, that's not a budget sport. Let's be honest. Yeah, this is interesting. like you say, we're light on detail, even from the top man. So I think your reading of it is probably true. I think this has come up really quickly, and he's not sure yet what his plan is.
Yeah. I think that's exactly it. So we're gonna have to revisit, basically, aren't we? That's what we're saying.
I think so, and see what Bugatti fans and buyers make of this. There's got to be talk of what if he takes it all electric, because that is what Rimac do. We'll see what the reaction is, and see if there's any announcements coming up about direction of travel or any indication of new models. Early days, but interesting. And I wonder if it's interesting. A little while ago, there was a lot of predictions that all the big car companies are going to come together, and not any one of them, or not many of them, can afford this electrification thing on their own. They need to come together and work together and share technology and share platforms. And actually, as the world has sort of split between America and everyone else, I wonder if we're going to see more divergence, as buyers have said, hang on, we're not sure, and sort of backed off a little bit, although there is a little bit of a surge in EVs at the moment. Maybe we'll see more of this sort of breaking away, where companies need a bit of fast cash, and they'll say, okay, well, yeah, perhaps you can have this. We'll do your deal. Yes.
Yeah.
We might see more of that. Porsche clearly don't know which way to jump at the moment.
No, they're probably, for them at the moment, quite sensibly hedging their bets.
Yeah.
Just to keep money a bit safer. So there's so many things we're going to have to wait and see.
We're going to have to wait and see. I agree. But this is interesting, but we don't really know a lot yet. As I said at the beginning, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing.
No. I'm not. I'm on board with that, and it would just be interesting to find out. But I genuinely don't think they know. So we're gonna have to wait and see.
I don't think they do. Mate's statement there was very vague.
Yeah, reassuringly vague. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, when there is more on it, we will come back to that.
We'll come back to that. What else you got, chap?
What have I got? I've got something that could come back and bite Denza, I think. So
okay, well, we have discussed them last time.
So they've revealed a 1,000 horsepower Z Roadster in Beijing.
They have.
And what they've said is that it's set for a European debut at Goodwood. And it's fine unveiling a car in Beijing and saying your brand ambassador's Daniel Craig. What about unveiling it to Europe, in the country where Daniel Craig is from? Right. What I'm thinking is we should take bets at this point again. Is Daniel Craig going to Goodwood?
Well, I think that depends on a question we posed last time. Is he actually aware that he is the Denza brand ambassador?
It's a very good question.
And do Denza know who he is? Other than, I'm a movie star.
I'm
Can we put his picture on the screen? Yeah.
I'm assuming they vaguely know he was James Bond.
Well, one would hope. I mean, James Bond is, it's reasonably popular.
Yeah, there's a hint of fame that goes with it.
As discussed. Well, we haven't got long to wait to find that out.
No, we don't. Would answers on a postcard?
I have to say, this car is considerably more attractive than the other one. Although actually, I didn't think the other one was too bad, but this is a very good-looking thing.
Yeah, it doesn't look too shabby.
It really doesn't.
No,
I rather like that. Rather like that.
It's all right.
Do we know any details? We got any details?
Well, other than
I'm just
1,000
looking to see if we've got
horsepower.
any details. Yeah, it obviously is electrical. Yeah, no, we're a bit light on details, aren't we? 1,000 horsepower EV. Yeah, to handle in a predictable fashion. That depends who's predicting, doesn't it?
What did it say? Oh, Denza reckon that Z seamlessly blends carbon fiber with aerodynamic performance to create an elegant and dynamic silhouette.
Yeah, that's complete balls, isn't it?
That sounds like
That
AI
means
nonsense.
nothing. Yeah, that's exactly what that. Yeah, that tells us absolutely nothing. Seamlessly blends carbon fiber with aerodynamic performance to create an elegant and dynamic silhouette. Yeah, that's total balls.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
So, can you put a percentage on it of how likely Daniel Craig is to turn up at Goodwood?
Oh, you want a percentage? Okay.
Yeah, because I think everyone can feed back on percentage. 100% means obviously you think he's going to be there the second the show opens. 0%, you think he's at home with his feet up.
I'm erring more to that end of things. Because he's not a car guy particularly.
No. He's a money in the bank guy for something like this, if it's true.
Yes. Yes, but I believe you do quite well as James Bond, so he's probably not in desperate need.
So I've heard. Well, wasn't it something like 25 million for the last one?
Something like that. Yeah,
madness.
Something like
madness.
That. Yeah, absolutely, because it wasn't very good. But
we're not on that.
No, we're not on that. We've covered that
twice
at great length twice. So you can go back and listen to our opinions on that. They haven't improved.
Well, they haven't changed because I haven't watched it.
Yeah, that's true. It's got worse in my mind since I last watched it. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. As you rightly point out, we've got another one to review before we start talking about that again. Yeah, I think there's very little chance that he'll be there. I think they'll have slapped his face on the software, and that'll be a lot, really. They might have some cardboard cutouts of him.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm going to go and say, look, I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom, but I'm going to go 0.5%.
Oh, that's not very much.
No,
that's not very much at all. He took a wrong turn on the way to the supermarket.
Precisely, he accidentally arrived at Goodwood and went, "Oh, there's too many fucking people here, but I'm in the queue to get out. I might as well go and get an ice cream."
Yeah, and all of a sudden,
oh,
Mr. Craig, please, this way.
Yes, that's.
Come and stand here.
Yeah.
No, I wanted some yogurts.
Well,
yeah. Yes, that's right.
Why are there cardboard cutouts of me everywhere? I don't remember this.
Yes. Looking like Ellen DeGeneres. That's not my hair. What have you done?
Mind you, I haven't seen him in a while. Do you think it might be his hair at the moment?
Oh, I don't know. We can't always tell, can you? Because they sort of do weird things to themselves for roles. So, not Rolls-Royce. Sorry, that was a confusing statement. I don't mean he's brand ambassador for them as well. Although that would make more sense.
That would make infinitely more sense.
It would.
No, you're right. We don't know what hair he's got. It could be for a role. He could have, like we said originally, we could have woke up one morning and went, "Oh, I'm after Sean Connery. You only live twice. Yes.
Yeah, maybe that would be a bold choice.
Fraught with problems.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
But yeah. Like you say, not a bad looking car. Interesting
It's
to
not,
unveil it at
actually.
Goodwood.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we've discussed it at length before. I've never been to the Festival of Speed, but the feedback on it in recent years is everyone just don't bother.
Yeah, you've said the same when I've suggested that we go. You've said, "Oh, do you know what? I'm not sure."
No, everyone said it's overcrowded. It's like a zoo. I said, "Do you want to enjoy Goodwood? Go to the Revival."
Yes. Yeah. Well, there's some nice dressing up to be done there, so that's always fun.
Yeah, I could. Well,
But,
granddad by name, granddad by nature. I'm sure I'd dress up quite nice.
you get there'll be tweed involved. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we are so old.
Yeah, it's dreadful.
I think that's quite good, but it'll be too expensive, like
It'll
the other
be
one.
chuffing expensive. I'm going to go with.
It
So
will.
it's going to be.
Well, the hatchback's over $100,000.
No,
So what's the sports car going to be?
It's going to be silly money. It's going to have Daniel Craig jammed on your touchscreen.
Yeah.
And it's not going to sell.
No. It makes no sense at that price. The reason to buy Chinese is gone if it's that expensive.
Yeah, that's why like everyone's buying BYD because they're pretty good cars. I mean, they're not much to look at, but they're not obscenely priced. They work, but then you go, right, let's make a luxury brand. You go, no, you don't. You ain't got this, have you?
You've misread the market here. Someone with $100,000 to spend on an EV is not buying a Denza. I'm sorry.
No.
It's just not.
No. Dearie me. Okay. Well, we will report back on that when Goodwood occurs, and maybe you never know. We might have to eat our words, and he's there smiling and shaking hands. But
I'd be delighted
really
because the comedy value would be immense.
It would. Then we'd be upset we didn't go to Goodwood because we could have gone there and met him and quizzed him.
We could. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah. Question 1.
Have you
why
seen
are you doing
these
this?
Photos? Yes.
Question 2. Was the first buyer Babs?
Yeah, she'll have one. Absolutely, she could drive along with his face.
Yeah, constantly touching it.
No. Swiping back and forth.
No. Right. Draw a line under it. Episode done. That's ruined it. Swiping.
Crash the podcast.
That's awful. That's awful. Right.
I'm sorry.
That's as mental images go.
That's bad even for us.
That's just dreadful. That's really bad. Right. That's that all done. Yeah, get your Goodwood tickets and go and quiz him for us. Assuming he's there, 0.5%, I reckon. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, I think you're probably spot on. Yeah, if he's there, it's an accident.
Yeah. All right, that's fine. Well, we'll follow up on that. We'll follow up on Bugatti next week. I promise I'll prep lists. But
lists.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, not that there's much prepping, but I'm useless. So yeah, I will dig them out and make sure they're in a functional order.
I am genuinely looking forward to the lists because they've all been fantastic.
They have. Oh, and we've also got a new challenge been set as well.
But we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we need to do homework and prep on it, and we won't divulge ahead of time. That will be announced when we go through said challenge in the episode.
Yes, looking forward to it.
Well, I think that's probably enough of that for this week. Check us out on all the various social medias and things. Thank you very much for listening.